Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a reaction to Danny Brown's new album, Quaranta. Now, this is his first solo album, I believe, since, you know what I'm saying, in 2019. He had the album with Y.B.P, I think it was earlier this year. For me, Danny's always been a rapper I'm a big fan of. To me, XXX, which is the follow-up to, which I'm excited for, and Atrocity Exhibition, both personal classics, and then you know, also projects like, you know what I'm saying, Old. I pretty much enjoyed all his solo work. I didn't love the album with Y.B.P, but I'm excited for this. Sounds like a follow-up to, you know, his XXX album, which I love. So let's get into this and see how it is. Start off with the opening track, Quaranta. Let's go. Yeah, so that's what people were telling me too. It's a follow-up because Quaranta, I guess in Italian, is 40, and then XXX is 30, I believe. So it's a, you know, 30, 40. So that's what the follow-up is. Kind of cool concept to that. Like how the production's sounding already. Alright, that sounds good.
This rap shit done saved my life and fucked it up at the same time. Got pain in my heart, I can't hide. A lot of trauma inside, you can see it in my eyes.
So he said this rap stuff saved my life and at the same time messed it up. And then he started talking about, you know, the pain that he has in his heart and everything. I think that that's very true for a lot of people because we see people go into the industry, you know, coming from a lot of times, you know, like harsher beginnings and everything. And, you know, obviously it saves their lives, but then you see them, you know, a lot of guys kind of not completely crash out, but you see like the struggles they go through in the industry. I know Danny Brown had a really bad addiction issue that he's beat in recent years, but, you know, like he's been through a lot, obviously. So it's always interesting, like, complex there with, like, you know, and I think it has a lot to do with fame. You know, fame makes it difficult to juggle, you know, all your life, especially, you know, when you're just, you know, getting into this new lifestyle and everybody's eyes are on you. So
Pain in my heart, I can't hide. A lot of trauma inside, you can see it in my eyes. Could have ended in seconds. This time on my side, show must go on. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Songs of life with a dead dream. Think he made it, everything ain't what it seems. Nigga, you 40 still doing this shit.
oh, he's 40, so that's also part of the title. I'm liking the introspectiveness of this track a lot.
Bought a few cars in the house, almost had a spouse, got caught up, she was out. Now I'm sitting there questioning what life is about. Can you separate the life from the music? I was clueless, now a nigga foolish on my own.
And that's like going back to what I was saying. He said, can you separate the life for the music? I was clueless, now I'm foolish. You know, saying, you know, he had a tough time, you know, juggling that, you know, difference between his, you know, rap persona and his, you know, real life.
My own, gotta get to it. Came too far to right now, just lose it. Lost everything in pursuit of my dream. Pushed everyone away, not no one here for me. Now all everyone do is ask. When you don't have, they just talk behind your back.
Yeah.
Nigga, you 40 still doing this shit.
Yeah, I'm loving this track. Great introspective intro. It's a short album too. 11 songs, 34 minutes. It's got Mike on here. I like Mike a lot. Yeah, I'm liking it. Really like this track. Production here at the end is nice too. Yeah, nice start to the album. I got a little. Alright, interesting production here. This definitely has an older Danny vibe.
We docking in that low tide. So strap up, my nigga, it's time to that fade out. This that playground. Get down to lay down. Nigga better stay down. Greyhound my playground. Got a Mexican homie named Chinese Mike. And the all black cutty. And he got that right. If you ain't
I love his energy here.
might see red, put a knot on your head, then we might see dread. Straight hair, white hoe with them pinky toes. Eating no noodles like Piscopo. You ain't talk to my lawyer, then I don't know. If you ain't watering the seeds, then how we grow. Reach one, teach one. Take you to the one.
Yeah, this definitely has very old Danny vibes in terms of like, you know, the production is pretty crazy. Sounds like something off of Atrocity Exhibition. The way he's rapping too, it's just that very I don't really know how to describe it. It's like very energetic, almost hard to understand, you know, what he's saying at times, type of flow. I like it a lot though. I like the energy on this one.
Reach one, teach one. Take you to the one. How you eat, son? Ducking in the low tide. Shut the fuck up. It's time to ride. Jumping in like Glenn Jane. Scrape his head against the diving board. A cyborg with vocal cords deeper than the ocean floor. Now Norwich rappers ain't eating like me. So if you pass it.
What do you say? He said vocal cords deeper than the ocean floor. It's a funny line. Let's back this up.
Vocal cords deeper than the ocean floor. Now Norwich rappers ain't eating like me. So if you pass the toe, then you got to pay your fee. Got your tickets to the murder show or SVP. Got problems at the door, then ask for me. Got problems with parking, then ask for tea. Got a problem with voting, you an absentee. This that Black Lives Matter, still sniff cocaine. Paid for a therapist, but I still ain't changed. This that Black Lives Matter, still sniff cocaine. Paid for a therapist, but I still ain't changed.
He said paid for a therapist, but I still ain't changed.
That water, how you eat, son? We docking in that low time. So strap up, my nigga, it's time to ride.
Yeah, production on this so far has been nice.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, Danny's in my top 5 of last decade, and a big part of the reason for that is like he can really rap. Like it's not one of those guys who uses his yeah, like some guys are, you know, have to make like very creative off of all music because they're just not as good of rappers. So they have to, you know, expand to other stuff. Danny can really rap, but he also has that creativity. Like Atrocity Exhibition is one of the most creative albums I've ever heard, and it's like his experimental music. It's still very enjoyable. I don't know how to describe it. With some guys, they go too far in a direction where it's like hard to enjoy. I feel like he knows that balance where it still sounds good, but it's doing something completely different. And that type of songs, you know, the exact type of song that, you know, makes him stand out, you know, from other rappers. So really like that one. Let's get on to the next one. Ain't My Concern.
Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn. Rush to mistakes, but just wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern. Like a moth.
I'm trying to think of which song it reminds me of. I want to say it's Lost off of Atrocity Exhibition. The way that he's like, you know, it's quiet but like very almost sinister rapping. I don't know how to describe it, but it's the way that beat comes in with his like more low key vocals. I've heard that from him before. I like that sound.
Just wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern. Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn. Rush to mistakes just to wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern. This rap shit a layup. I'm going for a dunk, going big like bitches' panties during that time of the month. If it's an easy way to get it, tell me where to sign up. Ain't no shortcuts, a process you can trust. I done came up, nigga.
He said if there's an easy way to get it, you know, show me where to sign up. Ain't no shortcuts. You know, that's him saying like in life there's no you know, easy way. I'm sure for him to, you know, make it rapping, he had to, you know, fail or not fail, but you know, he had to go through a lot of different things to get into where he is. So that's what he's talking about. There was no, easy route for him. Even now, I'm sure he's still doing it. So.
Ain't no shortcuts, a process you can trust. I done came up, nigga, on the grip and a half. Thirsty for a better life, so I pour me a glass. Slice of humble pie, look myself in the eye. You can never trust yourself when you're living a lie. Like a few of these rappers I know, always following trends.
Yeah, he said you can never trust yourself when you're living a lie. I think that's like, something that makes it, hard to respect when people, fake an image, because like, you have to always, be true to yourself. I feel like, to succeed and to, be able to be the best version of yourself, you have to stay true to yourself. So, get where he's coming from there. There's definitely, not just in rap, but like in everything, people, making up, a story, to sell, or just to like be looked at as cool or whatever.
When you're living a lie, like a few of these rappers I know, always following trends, never stick to the code. Back in the day they sold for rock and roll, but with this rap shit a nigga sell his booty hole. What you doing over there? We doing this over here. My aunt died, was on tour, couldn't shed no tears. Had to go on stage, so I'm turning the page. We can wish all we want, but this ain't back in the day. Gotta move on, nigga, leave the past in the past. Never know when it's over, cause this life won't last. New nigga in your spot, now he punching the clock. Shit getting out of hand, tell me when will it stop? This little pink pill tasting like it got sugar in it. Don't so much coke, it's like a gram on my booger, nigga. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, nigga. Better wake up. It's a million ways to get it. Better make them pay up. Don't stay up, sleep real well. Stop worrying about you niggas, started caring about myself. Looked in the mirror, started staring at myself. Took myself from a get it, fuck everything else. Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn. Rush to mistakes, but just wait your turn. Get what you need.
I like this hook a lot. The hooks on this project so far have been great.
Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn. Rush to mistakes just to wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern.
Yeah, man, we're 3 for 3 so far. Like I said, I did not love the project with JPEG. And, that wasn't saying it's bad. It's just, for me, the stuff Danny does solo, it's, I don't know. I just always liked, the way he makes his solo projects and everything. So, not saying that project's bad or anything, but I'm very glad this is like a return to form for me personally when it comes to Danny.
We doing this even without a record deal. Half the shit I say can be understood by executive. I'm from that crack rock, find your grandma where it rain. So what the fuck?
That's the other thing I really respect about Danny too. He's done this, pretty much independent. Like you said there, he doesn't have a record deal, so that's awesome. I don't know what he said after that, but he was saying something about executive.
We doing this even without a record deal. Half the shit I say can be understood by executive. I'm from that crack rock, find your grandma where it rain. So what the fuck they gon' tell me about anything? Strap up, nigga, get your boots on tight. I'm from back with Snoop, Luca, Frisco, Dyke. Made moves and went left and you went right. Niggas wanna be hot, tell they toes all night. Long as I got the rent, can't sell me shit. You ain't gotta put you out like raps like Tetris. Bars keep falling, gotta know where to place them. Smoke with Dave Chappelle, the nigga think I laced them. Knew it was the pack, he started talking about spaceships. Right, like it's the only thing that I'm good at. Check your big shopping, ain't with nothing to that. Now I ain't gon' say that, now I ain't gon' do that. But the bitch you wet, boot her muffin top, blue back. Set with thoughts like a toad on the style. Try to put my finger in her like a rotary phone. If I take her for a spin, she would never come home. Put her hand behind her own head like
That's something I've always appreciated about Danny too. He's always been one of the funniest rappers to me. Like he'll say stuff, but it's just like he's hilarious. It's like him, like 2 Chainz, Wayne, like those guys have always been just hilarious with their raps, and it just adds like fun to it. Like I think, there's a lot of other guys who are very funny in their raps, but I think that that's something I always appreciate is like adding form of entertainment, whether it be through humor or other stuff in your raps while you're, there's a pretty somewhat serious album so far. Definitely a very serious intro, but I always appreciate that when rappers make it entertaining.
If I take her for a spin, she will never come home. Put her hand behind her own head like Carmelo. I'm totally fucking awesome. Step to the side like Iverson cross Jordan. Give me my portion or end with extortion. Might stab a nigga if you come between my swordfish. Put the squeeze on you like a corset. Now in my final friend yet, so watch me metamorphosis. Spitting on forces, rapping for a mortgage. For a bowl of porridge, I put you in the orbit. My nigga did a bid, just got home with a wreck. Last time he heard me spit, he had an order to check. But he still packing, just gave him the hatchet. When it's after out, LeBron sent me on the Maverick. I was gon' stop there, but when I heard this beat, I started counting up my cop fare. The way I get put up and beat is good, this shit is not fair. Sort of make
I gotta save this one too. I like where he's rapping on this. The way he's rapping.
Yes, it's gotta eat. Just bought a drum from Sears and some patio seats. That kid's gotta eat. That kid's gotta eat.
Yeah.
That kid's gotta eat. Just some patio seats.
Nice track. Probably the weakest so far, but that's just because the first 3 tracks were really good. I still saved it. Still really liked it. I've heard this name Bruiser Wolf before. I don't know exactly who that is, but interesting vibe to this one.
Cause my cousin always pee, getting whipped in the morning. Every night can't sleep, got me tossing and turning. Late night in the kitchen, here I'm always fussing. Got my ass beat, I ain't even do nothing. Seen her crying in the kitchen and I don't know why. Call my aunt smoking crack and she got a black eye. Living off focus hope and we trying to get by. Sipping on wick juice, wash it down with chili fries. Homie shot at the coney, hope he survive. Only go to church when someone die. Kids raising kids.
Gonna play this back. The beat was kind of throwing me off. Play this one.
In the kitchen, here I'm always fussing. Got my ass beat, I ain't even do nothing. Seen her crying in the kitchen and I don't know why. Call my aunt smoking crack and she got a black eye.
Damn.
Living off focus hope and we trying to get by. Sipping on wick juice, wash it down with chili fries. Homie shot at the coney, hope he survive.
Damn, so he's really talking about... Damn, that's deep. He said, only go to church when somebody dies. Basically talking about, all the hardships, he saw, growing up.
Homie shot at the coney, hope we survive. Only go to church when someone die. Kids raising kids, all trying to be grown. Things never fix when we come from broken homes. We was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what niggas been taught. So we was young, black and poor, being raised.
So this is really a reminiscent track on what he went through.
You can never learn what a nigga been taught. So we was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what a nigga been taught.
Detroit City, that's where I live. Feels like poetic justice, you get killed at the drive-in. Who gon' find you some work? Who gon' find you some work? We be fresh from the dirt, put you on a t-shirt. Wanna run like Barry, shoot like Zeke, but in the hood, with a 9 on me, like Rodney P. Motor City, the Motown, the Fab Five, police violence.
Kind of giving me E40 vibes, the way he's rapping. Like a mix of E40 and Slick Rick.
That exact sense, but the kids here is doing wrong. Hey, they wanna be us when they grown, but ask them why. Be out like Butch Jones. My city show no love. It's hard to fit in the murder mitten like O.J.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that verse. Like, I like what he was talking about. It's just the flow threw me off.
You can never learn what that nigga been taught. So you was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what that nigga been taught.
Stuck in the middle between Blade and Dilla, surrounded by killers, couldn't see the big picture from a bird's eye view. We ain't had no clue, didn't know what was true, had nothing to lose. Home where the heart is, but where's the love? Feeling lost in the world, they don't care about us. Back to the wall, we ain't had no plan. Everything about the city.
Okay, this is a lot better.
You can make it hit, yeah, you know the rest. Every day was like a test. If you fail, it's death. Or a trip to Wayne County, hope you don't get sent to Jackson. Middleman taxing to the story, just a fraction. How the system made division, but it don't add up. Take away from the hood, never give them back to us. How the system made division, but it don't add up. Take away from the hood, never give them back to us.
Alright. Yeah, they were really reminiscing on their growing up in Detroit on this one.
You can never
till we was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what a nigga been taught.
Yeah, that was a good track. Like I said, I wasn't sure if that the first Bruiser Wolf verse at first. I'm pretty sure that was him who came back in at the end, unless it was Danny using a different voice. But I really liked on that track the reminiscent. And at first I wasn't At first, I really had to pay attention to the lyrics because at first that beat kind of threw me off. The way it kind of came in with like a little bit of like a clapping sound to it almost. It kind of threw me off, but like really like listening to what they were saying, it was talking about the traumas and stuff. They went through growing up in Detroit. The crime they saw. Everything they lived around. What happens to them. So I really like that track. I always like those type of tracks that are reminiscent. It kind of it reminds me a lot of like Nas's recent work where it's like, from an older perspective looking back on, stuff they went through as younger guys. So like that a lot. Now we got Gene's Terrific Vacation featuring Casa Overall. Let's get into this one.
Who's that peeping in my window? I don't really know what they here about. I'm not gonna just for the Starbucks. I was just looking for a combo. Right there used to be a crack house. Now it's an organic garden. Tell me what they deal when I'm black and slow, when I'm money that low, when the rent rise up.
Oh. So this is interesting. So he's basically he's talking about like like the neighborhoods where like it'll get they'll make it look nicer and stuff, and everyone's like that looks great, but now these people who are living here who lived there their whole lives, they they don't have anywhere to go because they can't pay those higher prices, and ultimately it doesn't lead to people who live there having better lives. It just leads to people being forced out of their communities and having to find a new home. So that's what he's talking about here at the start of this song.
Organic garden. Tell me what they deal when I'm black and slow, when I'm money that low, when the rent rise up. White folks coming at the blue, they done tore that down and made that to a Whole Foods. Landlords looking for a payday. Numbers when the scooters where we used to slang,
Damn. Yeah, I'm already really liking this, what he's talking about. The content in this album's been awesome.
Cameras on the corner, now they feel safe. Round mode hut, have a field day. Damn, they made that a dog park. Household pussy right there like Walmart. I used to watch when I'm parked first. Now it's just white girls swinging out white clock.
Yeah, so now so basically just following up the theme he was talking about, there's cameras here now, there's a lot of people had to move out, all this stuff, and just keeping the theme going, talking about, what happens when they, what their real goal is when they put, money into these communities that are struggling.
White girls swinging out white clock. Tell me what they deal when I'm black and slow, when I'm money that low, when the rent rise up. White folks coming at the blue, they done tore that down and made that to a Whole Foods. Landlords looking for a payday. Numbers when the scooters where we used to slang, Rent down when I bought it stacked out. A big chain notice and a frank out.
Damn.
The street built new condos, talking about 3 G's for a 2-bedroom. Y'all better check my head soon, about to have a nigga out here with a loose screw. Tell me what they do when the block gets slow, when the money get low, but the rent rise up. Know where to go when they telling you no, when there's nowhere to go, where we can end up. They all looking for a payday. Now it's no sunshine, so the side's great.
Yeah, this might be the best track so far, honestly. This is... Production on here is very interesting. It's like almost like minimalistic, but it's really working.
really know what they here about. On the corner just for the sunlight. I was just looking for a camera. Right there, used to be a crack house. Now it's organic garden.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to take a little break after this song, but so I'll probably end up splitting this video into two parts. But in terms of that song was incredible. I really loved the content on there. He was, really talking about, something that's a real issue in terms of, people being forced to move out of their neighborhoods because prices rise up, and like these people are, celebrating, the place looking nicer and all this stuff, but it's not benefiting the people who are actually from there and everything. Uh, that's a very deep song about an important issue, and I really like in terms of the album content so far and the album overall. I mean, we're 6 for 6 so far, but I've really loved the amount of content, whether it's the personal rapping on the intro, Quaranta, and Y.B.P. The this one really talking about issues of society. I love the energy on something like Tantor and Dark Sword Angel, and then just talking about people that you felt like were fake and all that stuff on Ain't My Concern. Really liked how this album was shaped up so far in terms of content, and I really like the production so far. So the only one production wise I wasn't sure about at first was I think Y.B.P, but once the production settled in, I like that one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you on part 2. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.